Hello again. As you know, I am Eli the Computer Guy, and today we are talking about tools of the trade. So right now, I am creating the set for where I sit down in front of when I do my daily blog, my daily talk show. So I've already created a whole little set that has lots of monitors that are hung up, that are mounted to a shelving system, and right now I am putting up the backdrop to the shelving system. So what I am doing is this is a metal shelving system, and behind it, what I'm doing is I'm screwing corrugated metal to this shelving unit. The tool I want to show you today that is absolutely amazing is what are called self-tapping or self-drilling screws. So when you go out into the IT world, you know, IT is not simply about Active Directory or viruses and such. Many times you have to do things like build little contraptions like this. Well, little tools like self-tapping or self-drilling screws are just absolutely amazing. What these screws are built to do is that they actually drill through the metal for you so that you do not have to drill a pilot hole when you are screwing metal pieces together. So if you are mounting wiring boxes onto metal, anything like that, you can use these self-drilling screws. You don't have to drill a pilot hole. Basically, you just put the screw head on your power drill. This drills through one side of the metal, it drills into the other side of the metal, and then it screws everything tight. So I want to show you how this works. This is an amazing tool. Like I say, one of these stupid little screws, this will save you so much time and will be so useful for you in the future. So here we are behind the little set that I'm building, and you can see I've already screwed in 2 sheets of this corrugated metal to this metal framing unit. So I went out to Lowe's, I just bought these wonderful, they're like these metal frames for like bookshelves, tool shelves, and I'm using this as the structure. But you can see I've already screwed 2 pieces of this corrugated metal to this overall shelving unit. Now all I have to do in order to screw one piece of metal to another piece of metal is I take my corrugated metal, as I've been doing so far, I bring it over and I line it up. So I line it up to where I want it to go. So at this point, I don't have to worry about screwing any extra holes. I don't have to worry about doing anything extra. All I do is I grab my little power drill with simply a screw head to it, and then I grab one of these self-tapping screws or self-drilling screws. And then come up, I position the metal piece exactly where I want it to go. Once I know it's going to be where it's supposed to go, I line it up like so, and then all you do is you screw into the metal. So there you go. So one screw has already been screwed all the way through the metal. I didn't have to do any extra drilling or anything. And now to mount the other point of this corrugated metal onto this metal frame, I just come over, I find where I want the screw to be mounted, and again, all I do is I just screw it directly in. There you go. So that simply is how these self-tapping screws, these self-screwing screws work. This is amazing. So with not much effort, not much difficulty, this corrugated metal is now mounted to this frame, and if we go to the other side, it'll look pretty nice. So that is what these self-tapping or self-drilling screws are. Again, if you're going to be doing anything where you have to mount electronic devices, self-tapping screws are just great. So if you are going to be mounting surveillance cameras, if you are going to be mounting wireless access points, if you have to mount little hooks for your cabling to go over, self-tapping or self-drilling screws are just absolutely amazing.